Now, for most of us, myself included, my real experience with orangutans was watching Every Which Way But Loose, the Clint Eastwood movie.
Right.
And that orangutan, Clyde, was a bit of an asshole. And I've rarely seen a primate that's been nice. What was your experience like with them?
Well, you know, it's like people. There's good people and there's assholes.
So you totally met... there's like an orangutan, you went, that orangutan's a dick.
Oh, yeah? Well, we'd be walking by, and, you know, some of them, you know, they had these cages where they lived, right? And once in a while, they just reach through and grab, like, a light meter, right? Take it, and then they'd have the light meter, and they'd look at it, and they knew that they, you know, they were being mischievous, but they knew they shouldn't have done it, but they just, you know, they're just the way they are.
So what's the thing that you learned about animals? Because I'm sure you went in with some idea of what you thought it would be. What did you learn about orangutans and elephants? Because the elephants in this film are spectacular.
Yeah, I think, having worked with chimpanzees, I kind of had some idea of what orangutans might be like, although there were some surprises, there's big differences. But the elephants were a huge surprise to me because there's just a depth of emotion that they have, a bond that they have with people. You know, you look at them on screen and they're just big lumbering things, but you know, there's an intelligence, there's communication going on. You see them with the keepers, you see them with the film crew, you know, I mean, they're coming up to you, they're rubbing against you. They want you to grab the trunk and blow in, because that's how they know who you are. They smell your, you know, your breath, and that's communication to them. But
it's a proper bond you're building with these animals, isn't it?
It is, and the people that are there, the keepers and Daphne and Broody and all. I mean, you can just tell, like, this is a really tight bond they form, and that's how it works. You know, they need the love to get over what they've been through. And that's exactly what they get.
Lugging all the IMAX gear around the jungle of Borneo must have really been work, man.
Well, you know, fortunately, as the director, I don't have to really haul that much around. But they were saying afterwards there was 30,000 pounds of gear was shipped into Borneo, which meant that I had to fly into Bali, get on 2 ferries, on trucks, get on boats that, you know, on these narrow rivers and get up the river. And we basically put scaffolding up 6 stories high in the middle of the jungle. We brought a 60-foot crane arm in there. We had to put the camera up 60 feet.
Did you accidentally at any point knock down a tree with your crane and go, don't tell anybody?
No, there was no trees or animals were harmed in the making of this film, I can guarantee it.
What are the biggest threats facing the elephants and the orangutans?
Well, it's ivory poaching and habitat loss for elephants, so the population is a fraction of what it used to be in Africa. Orangutans, it's habitat loss through deforestation for the logs, but especially for palm oil. Half of the ingredients in the stores today have probably palm oil as one of their ingredients, and palm oil is what's driving them into extinction. Right.